Hi guys, this is the second time that I'm actually doing this video. The first one was like 20 minutes long, so instead of editing, I'm just condensing. I wanted to share my experience as to what's going on in Florida right now. Um, it's been pretty bad. The electricity is not going to be back on for about a month. Um, and unfortunately, that is the least of their concerns. Some people don't have homes to go to. Some people are losing family members. Like it's devastating. Marianne is a small town. It's kind of isolated, so the impact is great because everybody knows everybody. Um, so the experience that I had with Emerald Coast has been humbling, to say the very least. I tried to not get involved with people and ask how or what happened, how they managed to get through, what is the state of their life right now, because I didn't know how to separate that from the therapy and provide them with an opportunity to de-stress and decompress and still protect myself at the same time. If somebody is hurting, then I don't know how to not hurt with you. So I had to be very careful for that. Um, and the third day was really challenging because I couldn't really do that anymore. I had been welcomed into this environment, so people started to share things with me that I was not ready to hear. One of the people that I served told me a story about his experience with a hurricane. Mariana was in the eye of the hurricane, so they had a brief period where it was clear skies and everything was kind of safe. So they were in a room, the room their family was in. Um, they felt unsafe. They moved to another room, and not soon after that, a tree fell on that room. So fortunately, they realized, they followed their instincts in their gut and they left. Um, so during the eye, they kind of went outside to assess the damage. The house, the property was pretty open. They had trees that lined the property, but unfortunately, during the hurricane, all of these trees came down so that there was no yard at all at this point. So they were shocked. They were frozen there for I don't know how long. I'm sure it felt like an eternity for them. And as they were running back to seek shelter again because the storm was picking back up, where they were standing, trees came down in that spot. Fortunately, they were okay. The house, um, I don't know if they, at this point, I mean, it's too soon to tell if they lost everything or if they can salvage anything, but fortunately, they're all alive. So I worked on him after hearing that story, and I did not know how to approach it because I didn't know how to protect myself from bringing that energy in. And I also did not know how to project positive energy out and uplifting energy out. So I kind of just dug deep and thought about some really impactful people in my life and figured I'm just going to try. From a therapeutic standpoint, I knew kind of what he needed in terms of de-stressing and decompressing and getting into that parasympathetic nervous system because, obviously these folks are all on high alert and high stress. So I worked on him for 30 minutes. I'm limited in the time that I have because there's such a need. And he got off the table and, he just looked at me. He was like, that was the first time that I haven't thought about my house in a week. And I thought that was pretty profound. And I'm very thankful that I was able to do that. And not because of like the skills and the talents that I possessed, but just because I followed instinct and I let the universe kind of work through me, I guess. I don't know. But it was just wonderful to be able to provide at least 30 minutes of some kind of peace to someone that has been devastated. It's just an amazing, amazing gift. Um, I was talking to someone else who was organizing everything, and we kept it super professional, and there was just kind of like a few minutes where we kind of dug deep, not intentionally. She just divulged information about how challenging the situation has been for her. Um, and I just knew that she had to get on my table. And I know that it needs to be a longer session, but based on the circumstances, like just get on my table 10 minutes. Um, she did not want to. She was very hesitant, and I can understand that because I've been through situations where, and I'm sure you have too, where if somebody touches you in a loving way, that you're probably going to break down. Um, and I think she felt that, and I kind of just became the smart aleck that I am, and was just like, just get on the table. We're just going to do this. It's not going to be fun. You just blah, blah, blah. So I worked on her for about 10 minutes. And everybody that I worked on had their stories. Everybody that I worked on was impacted in different ways. But I know it sounds cliche, but I feel like I came away with more than anyone that I served. I was just thankful that somebody allowed me to do something for them. So thank you, Emerald Coast Hospice, for allowing me to come in and to help out. And I know that it's not much. And I wish that we met under different circumstances, but um, it's tough, guys. It's tough in Florida right now. Like, these hurricanes are coming more frequently. They're hitting us harder. Um, and because of our fast paced world, we forget about them. We forget that people are still building. Michael hit a week ago. People are going to be rebuilding, not for weeks, not for months. They're going to be rebuilding for years. Same thing with Maria, and same thing with Florence. Um, you know, we can't just, I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to share what it was like for me while I was there. Um, I hope you guys do something, get inspired by this to go out and either help some people, donate some money, um, support some way. And I promise you, every little bit helps. People don't have water. People don't have bread. They don't have basics. They don't even have. The people in Mariana have to drive an hour to wash their clothes in Dothan. So just think about that for a second. And hopefully you can find a way to be inspired to give to some cause. I think that's it for me. This video was a whole lot shorter than the other, which was, like I said, 20 minutes. So I love you guys. Stay safe and be blessed.